Hello there. Welcome to 12th video of Google Ads Professional course where we take you from beginners to an expert level in Google Ads. If you haven't watched the previous videos, I would highly recommend to watch the whole series from video 1, for which I'll put the link of the playlist in the description below. In this video, we are going to talk about negative keywords and search terms. Before we go ahead to the platform and I show you how to configure and add negative keywords and how to analyze search terms, I want to just give you a definition of about what negative keywords is and what search terms are. Now, in previous video, we wrote the search ads and our campaign is ready to go live. However, once you take the campaign live, sometimes you face some issues. For example, let's say you are bidding for a keyword which is Bitcoin. Now, a user can go ahead on Google and search for Bitcoin movie. Maybe there's a movie called Bitcoin or Bitcoin song or Bitcoin book. Now, in those cases, you don't want to show your ads because your keyword is just Bitcoin. Now, the user is searching for a movie or something else which is not relevant to your business, but their search term has the keyword. In those cases, you don't want to waste your money and show your ads to those users. So Google gives you an option that you add some of the keywords as negative keywords, which means if a user is searching for something which includes your keywords but also includes something else, some other keywords, in that case your ad should not appear. So in that case, our keyword is Bitcoin, but we will add, let's say, book as a negative keyword. So whenever a user is searching for Bitcoin book, our ads will not appear because it contains negative keyword, which is book. So this feature really helps you to understand where your ads should not appear, and I will show you how to do that in the platform. And before that, I want to tell you about search keywords. Now, if you go to your ad account, let's say I'll go here to my ad account and it's showing all the campaigns. Now, this is the campaign we have been working on, which is eToro search. Now, if I click on this, now, some of you might not see the UI in the same way. In that case, you will have a button here which says switch view. Once you click on switch view button, you will be redirected to this particular view, which is the old view. Now, on the left hand side, once you click on your campaign, you can see you can always go to your dashboard, and within all, if I click on all campaigns, it will show me all the campaigns within this particular ad account. And if I want to know about or configure or change about a particular campaign, so I'll click in the campaign here. Always see on the table on the top, it will show you what this list is about. So this is the campaign list within this ad account. So you will also see that here, which is all campaigns. Now, if I click on this campaign, which is the campaign we work on, now on the top as well, anytime you're doing anything in Google Ads, this is the point you should refer to. So anything you change or you want to know any details about your current campaign, you will see here that right now you are in eToro Search August 2021 campaign, which we have been working on. Now, on the left hand side, if you see that under keywords, if you click on it, it will give you multiple options, which is search keywords, negative keywords, search terms, and auction insights. Now, search keywords are the keywords which we added in our previous lecture, that we used keywords like buy Bitcoin, Bitcoin, buy crypto, buy XRP. So these are all the keywords we used in this particular ad group, which is, we only have one ad group here, which is crypto. Now, left hand side under keywords, search keyword will show you all the keywords which you are using. And the negative keywords, if you click on it, for example, now we don't have any negative keywords, but that is where we add negative keywords. And after that, there is something called search terms, which is like, okay, you added keywords like Bitcoin, buy XRP, but where are your ads appearing? It will only show you, the search terms will only show you results once your campaign was running for a while, because it will show you what were users searching for. For example, if our keyword is buy XRP, so anybody searching for buy XRP or buy XRP online, best way to buy XRP, they will see our ads. Now, search terms will show you the whole search query which the user was searching for. For example, let me go here. I go to Google and I search for best doctor in Dubai for cancer. Now I see this ad here, medical oncologist Dr. Prashanta. Probably their keyword was best doctor or best doctor in Dubai or best doctor for cancer. Now, that will be their search keyword. Best doctor was their search keyword, but we searched for best doctor in Dubai for cancer. So this is the search term which triggered their ad. It obviously we are seeing this ad because their keyword was best doctor, which is within our search term. So that's the difference between search keyword and search term. Keyword is what keyword are you bidding on, and search term is what the user was searching for when they saw your ad. Now, search terms give you a very good idea after your campaign is running for a while. It gives you a very good idea about what were users searching for so that they saw your ads. Now, this report also helps. For example, you see there is a search term which is not related to me. For example, in our case, after a while we run the eToro campaign, we saw some of the search terms are buy Bitcoin book or Bitcoin movie, Bitcoin documentary, and our ads were appearing on those, because if it appears within search terms, that means our ad was appearing. So what we can do is we can add those into negative keywords as well. So that is the process. So negative keywords, initially, if you think that there are probable keywords for which your ads should not appear along with the keywords you have selected, you add them as negative keywords. But later it's an ongoing process that you regularly come to search terms and see what keywords people are searching for and your ads are appearing, so that you can add those as negative keywords. To demonstrate this, I have another account here which was running last year to give you, so that you understand what this all is about. Now, for example, this campaign was for a project called District Community. So it is a community, it's a project by one of the developers in Dubai for which we were running a campaign. Now, we were using keywords like Dubai property for sale, beachfront villa, properties in Dubai, buy villa, and buy Dubai villa. So if you see that, as we discussed previously, we were using keywords in different match types. For example, this one is broad, this one is broad modifier, which does not exist now. So it used to be there before. Now, if you see that we are using exact match type, so we usually use different combinations. Now we are using some of the keywords. If you see here, for example, would be about the brand, which is District Community, or for example, MBR City Villas. So that's like the other names for the same project. Now, if we go here in, let's say, search terms, you will see that people searching for apartments for sale in Dubai, they are seeing our ads. If they appear in search terms, that means that's what people were searching for when our ads were appearing. Now, if there is a keyword which is exactly in our account added as a keyword, it will show you here that it's added, like it's already a keyword. And for example, and it will also show you that how did this search query match with your keyword. For example, exact match. So people were, so we have a keyword, exact match keyword, for which our ads were appearing. So the search term was exactly matching with our keyword. To give you more examples, so for example, there was some people searched for this term, which is English and Arabic mix, and our ads showed because of phrase match, because we had a phrase match keyword, apartment for sale, and there is some Arabic they added while they were searching, but still our ads were showing. So that's the difference between search term and search keywords. Now, if you see here, these were all relevant. So we wanted to show our ads to these keywords because we have removed some of them as negative keywords. For example, now I'll take you to the negative keywords. Now, for example, we saw that people were looking for, these are all negative keywords which we have added because we realized in the search terms that they are not relevant to us. For example, some people were searching for apartment for rent in Dubai, Qim. Qim is a different area, and we thought if a person is specifically looking for an apartment in this area, it's not relevant for us because they will never buy in District Community because it's far away from there. So you see that once we did this, we analyzed the search terms, we realized that a lot of people are searching with our keywords, which is apartment for rent in Dubai. It was our keyword, but there is something else there which is like squim, so which does not make this ad relevant to them, and we don't want to show ads to when people are searching for this stuff. Or for example, people were specifically searching for apartment for rent in Burj Khalifa. Now these people, they want an apartment in Burj Khalifa, and our district community was far away from there, and these people will probably never be interested there. That's why we added it as negative keywords. So now I hope that you have a clear idea about what search keywords are. Obviously, we added them to the campaign, and what negative keywords are and how do we use them, what is their benefit. And then you have a better idea about search terms, what search terms means. It's like what user is searching for. Now, once you have that idea, I'll show you how to add negative keywords. It's pretty simple. You go on the left navigation panel, you click on the keywords here, you click on negative keywords. For example, now we don't have any negative keywords added. I'll click on plus, and I can go ahead and directly type my keywords. Every new line I add will be treated as a separate negative keyword. And what I can do is I can directly go ahead and negative keywords or create a list. So later I can use this as list. For example, if I had added negative keywords in this account before, I can go ahead and click on use negative list, and I can use that list again. For example, now there is no list, that's why it's not showing. So otherwise I can go here and create a new list or add it to the campaign. Now these negative keywords we are adding, it can be added at a campaign level to the whole campaign, or it can be added to a particular ad group if you want to segregate them separately. Now we will do obviously at the campaign level, and it will ask you that which campaign. For example, if you have multiple search campaigns in your account, it will ask you which campaign do you want to add these negative keywords at. So I will probably add here book, movie, or documentary. For now, I'll kind of get ideas and add it here, but as I told you before, you start with certain negative keywords which you think people might be searching for, which is related to our keywords, but later it's an ongoing process. You daily monitor search terms and go through the list, and if you see that there's a search term which is not relevant to your business, you don't want to show ads on that, so you keep adding those search terms as negative keywords in your campaign. That's what is called optimization. For example, if you work in an agency and you have a client who has a search campaign, you just create the keywords, you add keywords once, you create the ads once, and it keeps running. And that does not mean that you will never work on that campaign. They pay agencies for this kind of work to constantly monitor and optimize campaign. So once I click on save, it will be saved, or I can check this box and give this list a name, which are here like book, movie, documentary, and later I can use that in the campaigns, for example, which I showed you here. Next time, if I save this as a list, next time I click on use negative list in this account, it will pop up this name and I can directly use it. So for example, I'll click on save, and all these keywords will be added as negative keywords. Now the only thing left is how to add search negative keywords from search terms. Now for that, as I told you, you need to have search terms because our campaign was not running, so there's no search terms. Google does not know, or so there's no data about what users were searching for when our ads appeared because the campaign was not running. So we'll go back to this old campaign I have in some account here, and I'll go to search terms. For example, if you think that buy property Dubai is not relevant to you, you don't want to show ads on this particular keyword, you just select this. You can select multiple ones. So, and then go here and click on add as negative keyword. Now, one you can also do is you see that there's some searches for your ads are appearing, but they are not added as a separate keyword in your account. So that you can do as well. You'll click on add as keyword. So whatever search terms you see here, and if they have not been added as a keyword or a negative keyword, so you can do both. So I'll click on add as negative keyword and it will be added. It'll ask me which campaign or ad group or list. So I'll select, let's say, campaign. This is the campaign, and I'll click on save. So that's all about search terms and negative keywords. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next one.